While most traders were chasing candles, this XAUUSD setup I shared in my community delivered over 1000 plus pips with structure and patience. Now let's break it down. So this is the chart. You can see too many setups. This was the Friday setup. Let me switch to 1 hour time frame so that we can see it very well. So the simple thing I did was already all this crash, because the market crash here, all this crash was just correction. So as it is, gold is now on an uptrend. It's bullish. So what's there is no need to trade against the trend. The only simple thing is to look for buying possibilities, buying opportunity to follow the uptrend. If you can see from here, you can see after all this correction from here, the only thing gold is doing is bullish, reversal, bullish, a little correction, keep bullish, a little correction, then continuous bullish, a little correction, and continuous. That's what it keeps doing. Okay, so the only thing I did was to follow the trend, and then after hitting this full take profit on here, I now realized that gold is still bullish. First of all, I came into the chart and I saw that we have this demand zone here, and then you can see this massive rejection, which shows that buyers are in control. So what I just did is, okay, this is the demand zone. I'm expecting gold to reverse back into that demand zone to continue being bullish. Then for this setup, I switched to 5 minutes time frame because I've already know that gold is gonna be bullish. So I switched to 5 minutes time frame to get the clearer picture. Okay, on switching to 5 minutes time frame, this is what I saw that captured my eyes. So already after I've seen the demand on 5 minutes time frame, on 1 hour time frame, I then now saw another demand on 5 minutes time frame. But that's not the end. Already we have this resistance here. You can see already we have this resistance here that was broken. So if resistance is broken, you can see it broke to the upside. You can expect gold to retest back into that resistance to keep buying. And since gold is bullish and is on an uptrend, I'm only looking for buying opportunities. Okay, so with this demand here, I only needed confirmation. So when this demand was created, I was waiting for gold to reverse back to react into this demand so that we can continue on the bullish move. Since I was waiting for that reversal, I needed liquidity to be swept, and luckily a little liquidity was made here and gold swept that liquidity. What was my confirmation? I needed to see a rejection in the demand zone, and you can see this black candlestick here rejected and closed inside the demand zone I drew. So that's when I drew my rectangle and said, yes, I'm gonna buy here. Took my entry here, and then I targeted 1000 plus pips for the setup. You can see 1000 plus pips, risks 100 pips. And of course, it took a whole weekend for this setup to be valid. We took this setup around 7 p.m. on Friday. It kept running non-stop. It kept running non-stop on that Friday till market closing, market opening on Monday today, and boom, we hit full take profits around, like I said, 1 a.m. And that's not all. This is another setup I took in this zone. You can see this rectangle and this dotted line. It's another setup I took in this zone, which is currently running 1000 plus pips again. So in the span of Thursday, Friday, Monday, I've given 3 setups that have hit 1000 plus pips. This setup currently running now. In the next video, I'm gonna do the analysis of this setup and how I got this setup. And of course, this setup is not just meant for 1000 plus pips. The full target for this setup is 3000 plus pips. You can see 3000 plus pips, and I only risked 200 pips for the setup. And of course, I'm already risk free with my community. This setup was shared at entry point with my community. You can see when the setup was not even there, it was somewhere here. When I shared, I'll consider buying here. So in my next video, I'm going to be doing analysis of this setup. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next analysis of this setup right here. And also click the link in my bio, join my Telegram community where I drop all the setups at entry points for free so we trade together. See you soon.